today we will be continuing our discussion on the Sustainable Development Goal 2. In the previous video, we have discussed about the major indicators and targets of Sustainable Development Goal 2. Hope you all have watched it. So now let's move on to the importance of SDG Goal 2. So it ensures basic human survival and dignity. We know food is a fundamental human right as it ensures proper physical health, cognitive development, like it means the brain development, and other human capabilities and long-term productivity, right? The food we eat on our childhood, the nutrition we get during the growth phase of our childhood, that determines our long-term productivity. So make sure you use these words in your answers. Without food security, other goals such as education, health, gender equality remain unattainable. Like, see, without food security, education, our health, the gender equality, everything will be at stake. Okay, so remember that while answering the question. So how have we answered this point? We first says it ensures basic human survival and dignity. Then we try to show what we will achieve, like human health, cognitive development. Okay, and then at the last point we tell what not. If there is no sustainable development goal 2 or if there is no food security, what disadvantages are we going to face? That is how we generate points. We think about a point, then we said, okay, if food security is our point, then what are the positives of it and what are the negatives, and thus we get a good point, right? So in such a way we will be generating all other points only. Okay, the second thing is it tackles hidden hunger and malnutrition. Hidden hunger, I am not sure how many of you have heard about hidden hunger before, but it's an important concept. Okay, we all know about malnutrition, right? The lack of proper food, the proper nutrients. Okay, it leads to many diseases like anemia and other growth related issues. So hidden hunger, I will explain hidden hunger first. Hidden hunger is nothing like we all get food, right? Most of us get food through the ration shops or anything. We will at least be able to access to the rice or wheat. But in rice, the majority of the component is carbohydrates. There is less vitamins and other minerals there. So even though we are like quenching our hunger, but we are not getting enough nutrients and all, right? That's a major problem. So that is the term hidden hunger refers to. Even though we are getting food, the nutrients we are still deficient in those nutrients, major nutrients like the vitamins and all. That is what hidden hunger refers to. So let's look into this point in detail, how it tackles hidden hunger and malnutrition. So SDG 2 moves beyond calorie based measures to focus on micronutrient deficiencies. While learning the targets and indicators, we have seen that how we move towards the move beyond the calorie based measures. So child stunting and wasting, these are result of malnutrition. Then maternal undernutrition. Okay, this reflects a sociological understanding of malnutrition as a structural and gendered phenomena shaped by household power relation. Okay, that's not such an important point. Okay, so we here says how it is going to benefit us, right? The micronutrient deficiencies, child stunting and wasting, maternal undernutrition. Third point, it promotes inclusive and sustainable agriculture. Inclusive and sustainable agriculture, the certain targets and indicators were focusing on the sustainable agriculture or to increase the livelihood of farmers, right? So by improving the position of small scale farmers through land rights, access to markets and credit and technology, this shift agriculture from subsistence to secure, resilient and dignified livelihoods. Okay, we are making sure that the agriculture this shift the agriculture from subsistence farming to secure, resilient and dignified livelihood. So majority of the farmers are doing agriculture. Majority of the small scale farmers are doing agriculture for their own food only, because that's what they are capable of producing. But we are through the SDG goal 2 and by achieving targets and indicators, we can make sure that even the small scale farmers become so secure and resilient and can earn income through their products and thus be able to live a dignified life. Okay, that's what one of the target. Then let's check sentence resilience against climate shock. So the climate change and is a major threat in our century. So it also addresses, it mainly addresses the climate impacts. So it links hunger directly to ecological stability. Like if we have a stable ecology environment, then there will be enough food, right? If there is a lot of floods, droughts, and everything, we don't the productivity is affected, or we won't be able to produce that amount of food. Okay, so SDG2 links hunger directly to ecological stability. Climate change threatens crop yields, fisheries, pastoral livelihoods, means the cattle, and the food price stability. Like if there is less yield, only 2 kgs of rice is produced or 2 tons of rice is produced, but we are 140 crore Indians in India, right? So the prices will increase, right? I will say I would want it, you will say you will want it and will be ready to give more money, but then there will be like a deal, then the price automatically increases, right? Sustainable agriculture ensures resilience through crop diversification. Like crop diversification, we are the main issue is monocropping. So in a large farm, there will be a large farm and the farmer will be for example cultivating wheat throughout the farm. So suppose a pest affects this plot of land, what will happen? The pest will infect the entire crop field. But what if we have mixed this farming practice with like one layer of wheat, one layer of any other crop like sugarcane or anything, then one layer of wheat. Okay, what if that was the arrangement? Then sorry, wait a minute. If that was the arrangement, then what would happen? Only if even if the pest which affects the wheat come, only the wheat crops will be damaged. The farmer will at least be able to produce income from the sugar cane. Okay, so that is what we say about crop diversification. Not only two crops, so you can diversify as much crops as you want. Then the drought resistant seeds. There are some varieties of plants which maybe have been genetically improved by the scientists or even have the natural resistance against drought. So it will be able to even survive drought like conditions and still produce food. Then water efficient irrigation. So in wheat farms and in paddy fields, what we see is flood irrigation. Flood irrigation, that will be, they will be pumping the water to the field, and the field it will be flooded for several months. That's how uh, in majority of the agricultural field are irrigating their land. But what happens? The water will be just evaporating in the midday, okay, and there will be a significant loss of water. But what if we can do drip irrigation system or sprinkler irrigation system, which are comparatively more water efficient? Okay, so in such ways we would be able to achieve water efficient irrigation. So the strategic goals to focus on sustainable and resilience actions against climate shocks. Okay, now the fifth point is that it reduces global inequalities. How? The hunger is concentrated among marginalized groups like women, the indigenous communities or the tribals, the migrants, the rural poor. So such people are the worst hit by hunger. Okay, the rich class will always find some ways to get food. But the SDG do to confront structural inequalities in land distribution, market access, and global trade, aligning with SDG goal 10. Okay, here we are trying to make some important interlinkages between other SDG goals. So it is such an important activity. Like we should be able to produce such interlinkages with other SDG goals. So it reduces global inequalities, right? So we will make sure that the farmers and women and the other marginalized sections will get enough access to the market, okay, and thereby we are ensuring such inequalities in access are not experienced. So let's move on to the next point. It enhances peace and stability. Before starting this point, I hope you know where to find the notes of this topic. I will provide it in our Telegram group, the link to which will be in the comment section. In the description. So it enhances peace and social stability. Food insecurity fuels conflict. Okay, if there is less food, then there will be conflict, right? Me and my neighbor might fight for the single mango we have in the market, right? So it influence fuels conflict, and if there is no food, I would be ready to migrate to other places, right, for better life. And there will be social unrest, like if there is food insecurity, then many people would try to like steal food, or maybe the shopkeepers might hoard food to get better prices in the coming days. Okay, so conflict, migration, social unrest. By ensuring stable access to food, the Sustainable Development Goal 2 strengthens governance, reduces grievances based on conflict, promotes social cohesion. Like if there is proper food security and everybody is getting access to food, then no one will be trying to steal food, or no one will be trying to hurt other to get better food. Okay, so food security means everybody has equal access and opportunities for getting food. Okay, and the food will be available in a very low cost or affordable cost. Okay, and the last point, so it supports long-term economic development. Okay, see, if there is proper nutrition, proper food, then the labor productivity will increase. Like the laborers are so healthy that they are getting good nutrition, so their work will be more efficient. Okay, if we know food gives us the energy, so if we have the proper food, then we will be highly energetic and active. And if we got proper nutrition, we will be highly energetic and active in the long term. So for the students, their educational performance improves with good food and nutrition, and the overall human capital formation also increases. Like the people are more healthy, the people are ready to work more, the nation will develop as a result. Thus, SDG 2 is central to economic transformation and sustainable growth. So these are our main points regarding the importance of Sustainable Development Goal 2. In the next video, we'll be discussing about the India's achievements on Sustainable Development Goal 2. Hope you all loved our session. Make sure to subscribe our channel to get access to the next content. Thank you all. Thank you and have a great day.